Welcome or welcome back to Wayfarer 717. My name is Nicole. Disclaimer, tarot is for entertainment purposes only. Take what resonates, leave what does not. If none of it resonates, then this reading is not for you. All readings are timeless for the collective. I should have warned everyone earlier that my readings are going to be a little bit sporadic for a while. I've got a lot going on. Just moved job locations. It's been crazy busy. I'm tired. I'm ready for vacation. On the plus side, my youngest daughter is having a baby in 12 days. So, yeah, that'll give me a little vacation. Anyways, all cards have been shuffled and all that good stuff off screen. Feeling a little bit of loneliness, a little bit of like being left out in the cold, maybe. But there's all this stuff inside of you, just waiting to pour out. I don't know, I just feel like it's a heavy feeling. I feel like Spirit's asking you to have patience. As I was setting up my little space, I just kept hearing, "I'll carry you." So I'm not sure. We're going to find out what's going on here. All right, first card. First card is Embrace the Dark. So maybe you're having an internal struggle. I feel like you're struggling to find the balance of where you were, who you were, versus who you're trying to become, or who you hope to become, or where you hope to go. But you have to learn to embrace both sides of yourself. I feel like there's some healing. There's always healing, but I feel like there's some healing involved here. But let's see if I pull another card. My dogs have also decided this evening that they don't know if they want to be out here with Mom or if they want to be in their bed. So I apologize for any little clickety clacking. Should there be any. Or any snoring, because they both snore. Alright. Anything else from this deck right now? Change is unavoidable. So yeah, there's some change coming. There's some change you're going through. Change of yourself. Change of your environment. There's something new coming in. Still just keep hearing patience. You gotta have patience. But what is this struggle? Maybe Sometimes I'm pulled to one just to be pulled to another. I enjoy games. I do, but sometimes when I want answers, I kind of wish Spirit would take it a little bit easier. We'll get there, though. We will get there. We will get some answers for sure. I'm not sure where Spirit's trying to leave me at this moment. Okay. We actually have, oh, okay. We have 3 that wanted to come out. There's some things that maybe you're grieving. Maybe that's old connections, old behaviors, old patterns. But there's a sense of wanting to let go. Maybe just not knowing how to let go. She's feeling very powerful, though. Like, she knows. She knows. You have an inner knowing, you're just not listening. It's like you're so afraid of making this change that maybe you're embracing the darkness a little too much. You can't just stay in the darkness. You have to learn to live in some light. You have to know that there is light. There's light at the end of your tunnel. So you need to embrace the good and the bad, the light and the dark, because this change is coming. It's already happened, or it's getting ready to happen. You're being asked to let go of some things. See how dark this is? But she wants to let go. And here's another card about embracing. You have to embrace all that you know. You have to stop telling yourself lies. Because you know. Whatever this is, whatever this change is that you're needing to make, whatever these behaviors, these connections are that you need to let go of, you already know who, what, when, why. But you're stuck. You're just stuck. You're stuck in it. It's like you think darkness is the only thing that you know. Like, darkness is home for you. It's so comfortable there. You understand the darkness. You don't understand the light. I feel like you're pushing away these little bits of light that are being offered to you. This, I'll carry you, I'll carry you. Maybe someone or something's been trying to carry you. Been trying to deliver you a message and you're not listening. You're not accepting, you know. I'm going to pull some tarot. I know I sound like a broken record when I say mindset, but it really is mindset. Like, I feel like you've got some childhood trauma that you need to really heal and take a closer look at, or, you know, maybe it's not childhood trauma even, maybe it's just trauma in general. Something's left you so jaded, like you don't want to allow yourself to awaken. You don't want to allow yourself to embrace what you know, because you're so afraid of the fairy tale being false. Whatever the fairy tale is. Some clarifying cards here for this situation. Okay. 3 of Cups. So yeah. There's celebration waiting to happen. New experiences. But I feel like you're not opening yourself up. It's where the whole closing yourself off comes in. You've closed yourself off and you can't see this light. Gotta embrace both sides, the light and the dark, so that you can see the celebration that's waiting to happen. You gotta let go of old to allow new and healthy. Gotta let go of the toxic, the poison, because change is unavoidable no matter what. No matter what the change, every day changes. Nothing ever just remains the same unless you yourself remain the same. So the 9 of Swords, there's fulfillment and attainment waiting to happen, but you're stuck in your head. Stuck in your head about this change that you need to make. The change that is coming. You're stuck in your head about the things that you need to let go of, that you know you need to let go of, the connections that you need to let go of, so that you can bring yourself into this celebration. But you got to learn to express yourself. It's about communication, teamwork. Someone's trying to help you and you're not helping them. I'll carry you. I'm going to say it again because I keep hearing it. I'll carry you. But you don't even want to be carried. You just want to be left. You just want to be left stuck. I feel like I don't really think that you want to be left stuck. You just don't know how to accept whatever this help is, because of the fear that you feel. Because you know whatever these choices are, for this change, you are afraid. I think you're afraid to fail. I think you're afraid to disappoint. Maybe not even fail, just to disappoint. But you're not going to be disappointing anybody but yourself if you don't try. You got to open yourself up. You got to embrace everything about yourself. You know. Embrace your knowing. Trust your intuition. Stop making up stories and lies in your head about whatever it is that you're making up stories about. Whether it's making up stories that you're not good enough, or that, you know, this situation is going to bring nothing but heartache. You got to let it all go. You got to believe in yourself, and you have to believe what you know to be true. Okay. Hierophant. Yeah, you have divine guidance. You are the Hierophant. You embrace so many things, you know. And you have all of this protection and this guidance and this balance. You will find balance once you embrace your intuition. Once you say goodbye to the things that no longer serve you, the relationships, the connections that no longer play a role, you know, things that no longer fit what you thought you wanted or that you knew. You have to get out of your head, because you have all of this waiting to happen. You've got this celebration waiting to occur. Maybe it's a, you know, maybe you're reuniting. Maybe you're getting a new job. I don't know. But it's a big change. Big changes. Good changes. But you have to be able to see that. I do have a little bit of a headache going on. So I apologize if I'm too quiet. I'm trying not to talk too much, but I'm also not trying to be too quiet. This deck is just so big and my hands are not. So we have prosperity, and life purpose. So whatever these changes are that you're needing to make, or that, you know, is happening regardless of any changes that you're making, because change, as it says, is unavoidable. So whether you make the necessary changes or not, there's still going to be change, and it's either going to be in a healthy way or a not healthy way. It's either, you know, it can only go one way or the other, good or bad. But if you can get out of your head and realize there's more happening here, and that you have this celebration, this, you know, this reuniting or whatever is about to take place, as soon as you can let go of the garbage and embrace yourself as the Hierophant and find your balance. But you can't do that until you can trust yourself and your intuition. You know. And you have to balance, learning to balance the light and the dark. All of that's going to bring you to this prosperity, this celebration. And your life purpose, I think, is going to come in this change that's unavoidable. Once again, though, you have to let go of the things that no longer serve you. I got one more tarot. Well, grieving. So, it's not really showing anything, but grieving. You're grieving someone or something, but there's this butterfly, and butterflies represent change. Maybe it's this grief that you're feeling that you need to let go of. And all the unimportant connections and thought patterns that you have. And embrace what you know. I'll carry you. You are protected. You are guided. You have people who do care for you, even if you cannot see that. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. I want to find out more about this change. So, we have the Eight of Wands. I'm feeling some passion here. Like, in a couple different ways. Maybe you're scared of a connection. Maybe you're scared of what this connection is going to change for you. Let's see. Maybe you're working to master whatever it is that you're wanting to say. I feel like you're struggling to open up and you need to express yourself. And maybe you're unsure of how. feel like you're sitting there trying to perfect something that doesn't need perfected, maybe. Perfecting a risk. Whatever it is. Like you're gonna just scared of this risk. It's so risky. We have the Chariot, the Five of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. So yeah, mastering your thoughts, you know, getting out of your head. Learn to relax because you're the fucking queen. And here's that feeling of instability in your thoughts. Maybe you're trying to think too logically instead of following your heart. When what you really need to do is just take some action. You need to learn to open up and express yourself. And take this action so that you can find the balance in your thoughts and you can stop overthinking things. Because you can master your thoughts and your emotions. She's also a card of action. So there's a lot of action that's needing to take place. A lot of it. And I don't know why I'm moving all these cards, but I am. Because I'm a very touchy person. So you really need to master and balance your emotions because this change is unavoidable, whatever this change is. And I really do feel like it is in a connection or, you know, in a move that you're needing to make, whether that be physically or metaphorically. Because all of that is where you're going to find your life's purpose. And it's going to bring about a lot of prosperity. But once again, there's a lot of balance that needs to be found. So you're going to really have to do some shadow work and figure out what it is that you're holding on to that is keeping you in this mindset that you just can't be or do something that, you know, maybe others have told you that you're not. Maybe you're seeking everything in convenient, you know, places. Trying to drown out the noise with all the nonsense. And you got to let go of the nonsense because that is not going to serve this change that you're needing. It is unavoidable. It is going to happen. There's nothing that you can do to stop change. The only thing that you can do about change is make it go your way a little bit better, or just let it run off the rails and do whatever it's going to do. You know, what do you want? You want a little bit of control of it or no control of it at all? That's your choice, you know. We're each free to make our own decisions and our own choices. Let's get more of these. Healing. So, yeah. You need to learn to heal because that's the only way you're going to get to this place of prosperity. And let go of this grieving that you're doing, whether that's for a life you once knew, for a person. I'm going to pull another one of these cards. you're holding on to too much that does not serve anymore. I've never ever pulled this card, I can say that for a fact. But it's really hard to see, but she's surrounded by all of her familiars. But I do want to read this one because I honestly have no idea. Confidence, listen, and guidance. So this is Midnight Rose. And it says, there's an air of confidence exuberating from your aura. At long last, something has shifted, and for the first time in a long time, you're feeling confident and ready for action. Your spiritual guardians are very much around you, and your psychic senses are high. This is an excellent time to consult your oracles for guidance. The messages will be clear and will help you make forward planning easier. Working with divining tools such as tarot or oracle cards may be high on your list right now. You're a natural teacher and may be looking to share your gifts with like-minded people. This is a positive time for you to chase your dreams. You have the energy and desire to see things through to the end. Don't forget to connect with the higher energies for guidance. They are waiting in the wings for your requests. So yes, this guidance that I was talking about, your guides, whatever, they're there. They're waiting for you. They want you to know that they're there, that you're not alone. You do have these abilities, and yeah. This is where you got to embrace what you know. You got to trust your intuition. You got to heal. All of this is going to bring you to your life's purpose or purposes. And you're going to reach this prosperity, whether that's financially, in a relationship, whatever. I do feel like there's a connection here too, but okay, I feel like I want to know. Alright. Anything else? I guess there is. Make the sacrifice. So once again, you're going to make the sacrifices wherever that card went. You gotta make the sacrifices that you know you need to make. You need to let go of the past. You need to let go of past mindsets, past connections, whatever it is that is sucking the life out of you, because it's keeping you in this state of grief. Which is making it difficult for you to embrace this light when you are only embracing the dark. You have to learn to balance it. There's so many cards of needing balance and healing, and you know, change is unavoidable. Do you want the celebration? Do you want that reunification? Do you want to feel that spark, that fire, that passion? Because change is coming and you can't do anything about that. Change is always happening every day, all day long. Alright, Spirit, can we just leave the collective on word of guidance? let two become one. So all of this change that you're needing to make is for an actual connection. All of this overthinking and these lies that you're telling yourself, because you don't want to believe the fantasy is real. I'll carry you. That's what love does. Love carries us through our light, through our dark, when we allow it, when we don't fight it, when we simply let it be what it is meant to be. You can have it all if you can find the balance. Let your mind rest. Because you are nearing a completion. There is attainment possible. You just have to be tenacious in what it is that you want. All this passion and possibility. She's ready for it. She's waiting for it. Once again, you have to stop thinking so logically, because not everything makes sense. Not everything has to make sense. Not everything divine makes sense. But you have to take action. Be the queen of your thoughts. Embrace the light, not just the dark. Make those sacrifices. Say goodbye to the past. Let your grief go. So that you can be where you need to be, and you can celebrate what you never thought was possible. Let yourself heal. Be kind to yourself. Embrace what you already know. You're magical. Change is unavoidable. Doesn't have to be a bad thing. Because here, through this change, is going to bring you prosperity. And in that, you're going to find your life's purpose. Maybe when you allow yourself to open up to these things that you know, you already know. Trust yourself.